now, this house, these servants, and this same myself are yours, my lords. I give them with this ring, which when you part from, lose or give away, let it presage the ruin of your love, and be my vantage to exclaim on you.
Madam, you have bereft me of all words. And my blood speaks to you in my veins. There is such confusion in my powers, expressed and not expressed. But when this ring parts from this finger, then parts life from hence. Or then be bold to say, Bassanio's dead.
My lord and lady, it is now our time that have stood by and seen our wishes prosper to cry good joy, my lord and lady.
My lord Bassanio and my gentle lady, I wish you all the joy that you can wish, for I'm sure you can wish none from me. And when your honours mean to solemnize the bargain of your faith, I do beseech you, even at that time, I may be married too.
With all my heart, so thou canst get a wife.
Thank you, lordship, you've got me one. My eyes, my lord, can look as swift as yours. You saw the mistress, I beheld the maid. You loved, I loved. For intermission no more pertains to me, my lord, than you. Your fortune stood upon the caskets there, and so did mine too, as the matter falls. For swearing till my very roof was dry with oaths of love, at last, if promise last, I got a promise of this fair one here, to have her love, provided your fortune achieved her mistress.
Is this true, Nerissa?
Madam, it is. So you stand pleased with all.
And di Gratiano mean good faith?
Oh, yes, faith, my lord.
A feast shall be much honoured by your marriage.
We'll play them the first boy for 1,000 ducats.
Stake down.
Oh, no, we shall ne'er win at that sport and stake down. What, who comes here? Lorenzo and his infidel. What, and my old Venetian friend Salerio?
Lorenzo and Salerio, welcome hither. If the youth of my new interest have power to bid them welcome, by your leave I bid my friends and very countrymen, sweet Portia, welcome.
So do I, my lord. They are entirely welcome.
I thank your honour. For my part, my lord, my purpose was not to have seen you here, but meeting with Salerio by the way, he did entreat me past all saying nay to come with him along.
I did, my lord, and I have reason for it. Signor Antonio commends him to you.
Ere I ope this letter, tell me how my good friend doth.
Not sick, my lord, unless it be in mind, nor well unless in mind. His letter there will show you his estate.
Go, Nerissa, cheer yon stranger, bid her welcome. Your hand, Salerio. What's the news from Venice? How doth our royal merchant, good Antonio? I know be pleased with our success. We are the Jasons. We have won the fleece.
I would you had won the fleece that he hath lost.
There are some shrewd contents in yon same paper that steals the colour from Bassanio's cheek. With leave, Bassanio, I am half yourself, and I must freely have the half of anything that this same paper brings you.
Sweet Portia, here are a few of the unpleasantest words that ever blotted paper. Gentle lady, I have engaged myself to my dear friend. Engaged my friend to his mere enemy, to feed my means. It is a letter, lady. The paper is the body of my friend, and every word in it a gaping wound issuing life's blood. But is it true? Salerio, hath all his ventures failed? What, not one hit? From Tripolis, Mexico, and England, from Lisbon, Barbary, and India, and not one vessel escaped the dreadful touch of merchant marring rocks.
Not one, my lord. Besides, it should appear if he had the present money to discharge the Jew, he would not take it. Never did I know a creature that did bear the shape of man so keen and greedy to confound a man. He plies the Duke at morning and at night, and doth impeach the freedom of the state if they deny him justice. 20 merchants, the Duke himself, and the magnificos of greatest port have all persuaded with him. But none can drive him from the envious plea of forfeiture, of justice, and his bond.
When I was with him, I have heard him swear to Tubal and to Chus, his countrymen, that he would rather have Antonio's flesh than 20 times the value of the sum that he did owe him. And I know, my lord, if law, authority, and power deny not, it will go hard with poor Antonio.
Is it your dear friend that is thus in trouble?
the dearest friend to me, the kindest man, the best conditioned and unwearied spirit in doing courtesies, one in whom the ancient Roman honor doth more appear than any that draws breath in Italy.
What sum owes he the Jew?
For me, 3,000 ducats.
What, no more? Pay him 6,000 and deface the bond. Double 6,000 and then treble that before a friend of this description shall lose a hair through Bassanio's fault. First go with me to church and call me wife, and then away to Venice to your friend. For never shall you lie by Portia's side with an unquiet soul. You shall have gold to pay the petty debt 20 times over. And when it is paid, bring your true friend along. My maid Nerissa and myself, meantime, will live as maids and widows. Come, away. For you shall hence upon your wedding day. Bid your friends welcome. Show a merry cheer. Since you are dear bought, I will love you, dear. But let me hear the letter of your friend.
Sweet Bassanio, my ships have all miscarried, my creditors grow cruel, my estate is very low, my bond to the Jew is forfeit, and since in paying it is impossible I should live, all debts are cleared between you and I, if I might but see you at my death.
Jailer, look to him. Tell me not of mercy. This is the fool that lent out money greatest. Jailer, look to him.
Oh, hear me yet, good Shylock.
I have my bond. Speak not against my bond. I have sworn an oath that I will have my bond. Thou callst me dog before thou hadst a cause, but since I am a dog, beware my fangs. The Duke shall grant me justice. I do wonder, thou naughty jailer, that thou art so fond to come abroad with him at his request.
I pray thee hear me speak.
I'll have my bond. I will not hear thee speak. I'll have my bond, and therefore speak no more. I'll only made a soft, dull-eyed fool to shake the head, relent and sigh, and yield to Christian intercessors. Follow not. I'll have no speaking. I will have my bond.
It is the most impenetrable cur that ever kept with men.
Let him alone. I'll follow him no more with bootless prayers. He seeks my life. His reason well I know. I oft delivered from his forfeitures many that ever times made moan to me. Therefore he hates me.
I'm sure the Duke will never grant this forfeiture to hold.
The Duke cannot deny the course of law. For the commodity that strangers have with us in Venice, if it be denied, will much impeach the justice of the state, since that the trade and profit of the city consisteth of all nations. Therefore go. These griefs and losses have so baited me that I shall hardly spare a pound of flesh tomorrow to my bloody creditor. Oh, jailer, on. Pray God Bassanio come to see me pay my debt, and then I care not.
Madam, although I speak it in your presence, you have a noble and a true conceit of godlike amity, which appears most strongly in bearing thus the absence of your lord. But if you knew to whom you show this honor, how true a gentleman you send relief, how dear a lover of my lord, your husband, I know you would be prouder of the work than customary bounty can enforce you.
I never did repent for doing good, nor shall not now. For in companions that do converse and waste the time together, whose souls do bear an equal yoke of love, there must be needs a like proportion of lineaments, of manners, and of spirit. Which makes me think that this Antonio, being the bosom lover of my lord, must needs be like my lord. If it be so, how little is the cost I have bestowed in purchasing the semblance of my soul from out the state of hellish cruelty.